Hi, I am S. Rajesh Kumar, Assistant Professor of English, Government Degree College, Malkajgiri. Welcome back to my channel SRK English Academy. In this video lesson, I am going to explain you TSSET Paper 2 English subject. So let's see these questions in Paper 2 starts from question number 51. So I will give you additional information regarding answers so that you can answer any question on the concept. So let's see question number 51. In his 1817 review of Coleridge Biographia Literaria, Francis Jeffrey grouped the following poets together as the Lake School of Poets. Identify them. So answer to this question is uh, third option, William Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, Robert Southey. So I'll give you some additional information regarding this question. So Biographia Literaria is a seminal work by S.T. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. So it was published in 1817. So it's an autobiography and a literary critic. So we know that Coleridge was a key figure of the Romantic movement in English literature. So let's see the option 3, correct answer. So William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth also a key figure in the Romantic movement of English literature, and also Robert Southey. So Robert Southey and S.T. Coleridge, they were relatives. They married sisters. So Robert Southey was also a romantic poet, and he was a poet laureate also. So Francis Jeffrey, a critic, in his review, 1817 review, he grouped them under Lake School of Poets because all these three poets, William Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, and Robert Southey, belong to uh, Lake District of England. So they in the Lake District they lived for a time. So that's why they were grouped under Lake School of Poetry. They were also called Lake Poets. So let's go for next question. Question number 52. Who knows but the world may end tonight is a popular line from. So let's see. This line is from Robert Browning in The Last Ride Together. So this is a correct answer. So Robert Browning, he was a Victorian poet. He was known for his dramatic monologues. This The Last Ride Together is also a dramatic monologue. So what's a dramatic monologue? It's a speech or poem in which a character addresses a silent audience, revealing their inner thoughts, feelings. So this is a dramatic monologue. So the last slide is also a dramatic monologue. The line "Who knows but the world may end tonight" is from the second stanza of the poem "The Last Ride Together." So let's go to next question, 53. Who among the following said patriotism is a lively sense of collective responsibility? So correct answer is Richard Aldington. So he was a British writer and poet, and he was associated with the Imagist movement, and he also served British Army during World War One. He wrote his horrible war experiences in his works, and he married H.D. or Hilda Doolittle, a poet. So this line, patriotism is a lively sense of collective responsibility, is from the novel The Colonel's Daughter. It's written by Richard Arlington. So the line is from Colonel's Daughter. Right. Next, I am giving you some additional information regarding the options also. Next question. So which of the following statements about literature of the modern age is correct? So literature of modern age. So what are the characteristics of modern age or modern English literature, modern period in English literature? It began in 20th century, and the characteristic of a modern age or modern period in English literature is widespread experiments and innovation in subject matter. So in this age, modern age, poets, authors experimented, and there was innovation in the subject matter. They focused on individual, and they used a variety of innovative techniques. For example, uh, they used non-linear tales, and also uh, the stream of consciousness technique. It was uh, used by employed by Virginia Woolf. So the modern age English literature authors, writers have experimented a lot. So the technique is the stream of consciousness technique. So this is the main character of modern age, modern period in English literature. Next question. Question number 55. Which of the following pairs is correctly matched? So there are four poets, four writers given, novelists to our left side, and these four are novels. So let's try to match. So correct option is 1C, 2D. I'll explain the uh, writers one by one. And the first one, C. And first, it is a fine. Let's see. 1C. Rohinton Mystery wrote a fine, balanced novel. It is his second novel. And the next, Jhumpa Lahari. So Jhumpa Lahari book novel is The Interpreter of Maladies. It's a book of collection of 9 short stories. So she was an American author of Indian origin. Next, uh, Vikram Seth. Vikram Seth. Vikram Seth work is Suitable Boy, a Suitable Boy. Vikram Seth, a Suitable Boy. Rohinton Mystery, a Fine Balance. Jhumpa Lahari, The Interpreter of Maladies. So Vikram Seth, Suitable Boy. He was an Indian novelist, and he received a Sahitya Academy Award and Padma Shri Award. So this Suitable Boy novel is 1349 page novel. It's a longest novel. Next, writer Kiran Desai. So Kiran Desai novel is The Inheritance of Loss. So as we all know that Kiran Desai is a daughter of Anita Desai, a writer of Indian writer, and she is an Indian-born American author. Kiran Desai is an Indian-born American author. So this Inheritance of Loss is her second novel. It won 2006 Booker Prize also. It won many international. It was also an international bestseller, and it won 2006 Booker Prize. Next, question number 56. Who are founding figures of the concept cultural studies? Answer is Raymond Williams, Richard Hogarth, Stuart Hall. So let's try to know the concept. What is cultural studies? So this emerged in the late 1950s and 1960s. It's initially developed by British Marxist academics. So the cultural studies, it explores topics like ideology, class, gender, and the concept of cultural hegemony. Antonio Gramsci's concept cultural hegemony influenced this cultural studies. So this cultural studies examines how culture is created, transformed, and interacts with power structures in society. So this is the concept of cultural studies. So Raymond Williams, Richard Hogarth, Stuart Hall, these were founding figures of the concept culture studies. Next question. Question number 57. John Dryden's an essay on dramatic poesy is written in the manner of, answer is Plato's Republic. So, John Dryden, he was a restoration poet, a writer, a critic, and also a playwright. He belongs to a restoration period. He wrote this an essay of dramatic poesy in the year 1668. So, with this essay, he defended the qualities of English drama. So he wrote this an essay on dramatic poesy in the manner of Plato's Republic. So Plato. So Plato's Republic is one of the most important dialects of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. Okay. So next, question number 58. Structuralism in linguistics was popularized by the following work. So, answer is Ferdinand de Saussure. Ferdinand de Saussure courses in general linguistics. So, this this book by Ferdinand de Saussure popularized the concept structuralism in linguistics. So, here the Ferdinand says that a word is a linguistic sign. It consists two parts, two inseparable parts, signifier and signified. And he also says that the word is arbitrary. He talks about arbitrary. So he observed that there is no arbitrary means there is no reason based on arbitrary. There is no necessary connection between a given sound image and also the concept to which it refers. So this is about structuralism. In this, it talked about two things, that is signified and two inseparable parts, like two sides of a coin, signifier and signified. Signifier is sound image, okay, and signified is a mental, it's a concept. So what happens when a sound image becomes a word? Only when it is linked with a concept. So signifier plus signified becomes a concept, becomes a word. Next, question number 59. Who among the following is considered John Dryden as father of English criticism, as a writer who first started to determine upon principles of the merit of composition? Just now we talked about John Dryden. So he was a writer, critic, and playwright of a Restoration period. So your answer is Samuel Johnson. Samuel Johnson considered John Dryden as father of English criticism. Okay, next question. Question number 60. Question number 60. Identify the correct chronological sequence of William Blake's poems. So, William Blake poems. So, we have to identify chronological sequence. Let's talk about William Blake. William Blake, he was a romantic poet. He was a romantic poet, and he was an engraver, poet, and painter. His popular works are Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience. So later on, he combined these two works into one book, Songs of Innocence and Songs of experience. The chronological order is the poetical sketches, the songs of innocence, the gates of paradise, the songs of experience. I think you have studied his poems. The Chimney Sweeper, it was a famous poem, and also Tiger. Those were his famous poems. So next, so so I have explained 10 questions in the question paper, and also given I have also given some additional information with the answers. So for complete notes, please visit my blog english language-lead.blogspot.com. I have given the description